Hi guys, it's Chrissie and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So this speed build is a little bit different since, as you guys can see, we're already starting off this video with kind of like the shell and the exterior shape of the house already done. And that's because I'm actually doing lilsimsie's shell challenge that she released, I believe sometime last week. I believe it was last Sunday. She released the shell challenge where she built the shell. She's done one of these before. Basically, if you guys aren't familiar with what a shell challenge is, it's basically where someone creates the whole exterior shape of a house, but they leave the floor plan for you to do, and all of the exterior like detailing, windows, roofing, all of that stuff. And the only rule is that you're not allowed to change any of the pre-existing walls. So I wasn't allowed to change any of the walls on the exterior of the build, change the shape of the house or the size of the house or anything like that. I wasn't allowed to add on any walls to the exterior, but I could do a layout for the interior. But there was this one really weird little wall bit. I think it was like a 3x1 wall section with one side of it like cut out. So basically it was a really weird shape that you could either incorporate into the floor plan somehow or kind of turn it into a feature or something like that. I just use it to place the stairs. So yeah, I just placed the stairs in there, and that's actually an idea that I got from watching her video. So basically last Sunday lilsimsie released this shell challenge, and then she also showed us how she furnished her house and how she built her house. So after she built the shell, she obviously went further and decorated it and did all of the detailing and stuff like that. So she showed that in her video. And yeah, I totally got the staircase idea from watching her build. So yeah, that's where I got that idea. Otherwise I would have had no idea what to do with that weird little like 3x1 space of wall. So yeah, that's something. But yeah, we're building a really normal suburban home. If you guys know me, you know this is my favorite style to build in. I love building like regular suburban homes, but this one is a little bit more autumnal themed since we are in autumn. So I mean, we're in autumn if you're in the northern hemisphere. I'm not even in the northern hemisphere, and I kind of wish it was autumn. So it's autumn here on the channel, even though it's literally actually spring for me. But that doesn't matter. We're building an autumnal suburban home, and this home is actually not for a family. Or I mean, you could have it be for a family. I turned it into a 2-bedroom 3-bathroom house, so it could be for a family if you really wanted it to be. But I had 2 roommates in mind when I built this, or maybe like 4 roommates or whatever, if there are 2 couples or whatever. But basically I didn't think this house would be for children or anything like that. But the 1-bedroom could be for a teenager if you wanted to have 2 parents and a teenager here living here or something like that. You could do that. But yeah, I just had 2 roommates in mind, and I figured both of these roommates really love reading, and I put a lot of bookcases and stuff around the build, so there's a lot of like books and book clutter and everything like that around. So I figured they'd both love reading, and then one of them I figured might be into music, since I do add a electric keyboard and a guitar to the 2nd floor landing area. I believe I cut that part out of the video, but I do put a like keyboard and a guitar up there. And then I figured the other roommate would be really into painting, so I do add a whole easel painting setup to one of the bedrooms, actually the bedroom that I thought could be for a teenager. So that's basically just a little bit of what I had in mind for the Sims that could live here. And then I figured they'd also have 1 or 2 cats. I do end up adding a cat litter box to the downstairs bathroom, and then I do add 2 pet food bowls. So your Sims could have maybe like a cat and a dog, or 2 cats, or whatever. Or you could have 2 dogs if you just want to remove the litter box. That's something you could always do. I forgot to put in like a cat tree, so there's no cat tree or scratching post for your cats, but there's plenty of space that you could easily add one of those in if you wanted to, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And then the backyard of this house, like I said, isn't really kid friendly. I didn't really have an idea of what to do with the backyard once I decided that I wasn't going to make it a kid friendly house. So I was thinking of adding in like a swing set or something, and then I thought, why would 2 fully grown adults have a swing set in their backyard. I mean, they could. I mean, I would love a swing set in my backyard if I'm honest, but I just figured it wouldn't fit with the whole like roommate vibe of the place. So what I basically did with the backyard was some landscaping, a ton of landscaping, and then I added a fire pit instead. So I mean, I was thinking about doing a pool there for a second, but I figured, you know, I'm building this in autumn. I'm actually building it in autumn in the game, so that's really nice. I haven't built in autumn in probably like a year since last autumn, so yeah, I mean, it was really fun building in autumn, seeing all of the trees changing color and stuff like that. But basically I wanted to add a pool, but I figured, you know, it's supposed to be an autumnal house, and I didn't like the look of pools when I'm building them in autumn for some reason. Like the bright blue of the Sims swimming pools also always looks so kind of like out of place when you look at it compared to the kind of like pale grass and the like orange trees and stuff. They always look so out of place. So I didn't want to put a pool back, you know, in the backyard, so I just settled for a fire pit and a bunch of landscaping. Basically I do a lot of like little detailed clutter work to the landscaping that I do off camera. Actually, I end up putting in a lot of those like decorative leaf piles that came with seasons. They're actually in the, I believe they're in the plants category if you're decorating. I put a lot of those around the landscaping, kind of to add just a little bit of detail, I guess, and I use them to kind of frame out the flower beds. You know, I use them around the flowers to kind of frame them like a flower bed. So I just like the way that looked, almost as if there was a ton of fallen leaves and they've just, you know, stayed there or something. I don't know, I just like the way it looks. So I do add a few pumpkins and more Halloween-y decorations. I do add a lot of pumpkins around the house, but they're not jack-o'-lanterns. I do add a few jack-o'-lanterns around the house, you know, on the stairs, and a few sized up ones by the plants and stuff, but they're not really, I didn't really use them all that much. I didn't want this house to be super Halloween themed. I wanted it to look more like just an autumnal house. So if you wanted to have this house in your game and you didn't want it to be decorated for like a Halloween or spooky day as it's called in The Sims, you could easily just delete those jack-o'-lanterns and have it just be an autumnal, you know, autumnal build if you wanted to. But yeah, we've moved on to doing the interior of this house, and like I told you guys, it is a 3-bathroom, 2-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. And there's this little study area by the front of the house, by the living room. You guys will see at the beginning of when we're furnishing that part, it'll still be like a whole separate room. You could easily have that be a separate room and have it be another like bedroom, a really tiny bedroom. But you could have it be another bedroom if you wanted to. I end up knocking out the wall since I realized later on that the way I did the floor plan, I actually didn't include any windows in the living room, and I have no idea how I missed that and how I did that. But I just realized, you know, halfway through furnishing the living room that there were no windows in it, so that really bothered me. So I ended up knocking out that wall so that, you know, those big windows could shine through, and then it has this still kind of separated little study area. So yeah, your Sims can have a separate study, a really big living room, dining room. I even end up adding a bar in here, so that's another thing that definitely gave me more young adult roommate kind of vibes. You know, they have a whole separate bar area. This house is great for entertaining. It has a really big deck area at the back, as you guys could see from when we did the exterior. So I add another really big dining table and lots of seating and stuff outside. So it would be great for having parties or something. But yeah, so this house, like I said, 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom. All 3 bathrooms are like full bathrooms. I do add some laundry machines downstairs in the downstairs bathroom, so that's something. And I believe I remembered to actually add in laundry baskets this time. I always forget to add one or the other when I'm doing, like, when I'm adding laundry to a build. I always forget to add either the laundry machines, which is a really bad thing to forget, or I end up forgetting to add laundry hampers. So I actually remembered this time. I believe there's one in one of the upstairs bathrooms, and then one in the downstairs bathroom, and then one in one of the bedrooms. So there's plenty of laundry baskets in this house if you have your Sims, do laundry. Otherwise, you could easily just, take them out and put something else in the bathroom in that space. So yeah, I believe that's basically the whole house, like in a nutshell. It costs almost 142,000 simoleons, so it's not a budget home. It's definitely not a budget home. It's not a restricted packs home either. I just use whatever I wanted to use. I ended up probably using a lot of seasons, since it had a lot of these like really nice orange colors to a lot of the furniture and decorations and stuff that I wanted for the house. I know I used a lot of seasons. I probably used quite a bit of Jungle Adventure as well. I might have. I can't really remember. I built this house like earlier this week and I already can't remember what I did with it. But yeah, lots of seasons, lots of, I think, Jungle Adventure, and then probably quite a bit of, I think, Realm of Magic too, I think. I know I used the 2 bookcases that came with Realm of Magic, but other than that, I can't remember. Definitely a lot of seasons though, so there's that. But yeah, seasons, Jungle Adventure. I believe I used the like orange orange stove and fridge that came with Jungle Adventure for the kitchen as well. A bit of a bold choice. I don't think I've ever used the orange swatch for those things, for those appliances, but I mean, I figured, if I couldn't use it for an autumnal build where the whole theme of it is basically orange, when am I going to get to use it? So yeah, here we're at the point where I'm realizing that there aren't any windows in the living room, and at first I tried to do it with archways, but then I just decided, whatever, we're just going to knock out the whole wall. So we now have a little bit of natural light filtering through from the front room, so there's that. But yeah, both of the bedrooms are really, like, I don't know, I guess autumnal. How many times can I say autumnal in one video? But basically, it's very fall themed. Both of the bedrooms are very fall themed. The whole house is very fall themed. I wanted to carry that theme through the whole house. I know it's probably not super realistic. I mean, who's going to have a whole house that's permanently decorated for autumn? Probably not too many people. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, since it is my favorite season. I wouldn't mind if my whole house was decorated for autumn all year round. But I mean, you're probably not going to do that for like every single room in your house, including your bathrooms. But I mean, it's The Sims, so who really cares? Like, if they want to have a Christmas themed house or a Halloween themed house the whole year round, who's going to stop them? Probably no one. So yeah, all of the rooms in this house is very orange. The house is very orange. I did use a little bit of blue and red as well, and I think a little bit of green somewhere. I think I might just be thinking of all of the plants that I added, so there's that too. But yeah, so I think that's everything that's, house related that I wanted to talk about. I did add a greenhouse. I forgot to mention that to you guys. I don't know if I show me furnishing the greenhouse or not, but I did add a greenhouse. There is a little greenhouse in that weird diagonal section of the house, so I did add a little bit of a glass roof on that, and I add some planter pots for your Sims to have some plants in and everything like that. So yeah, that's basically everything house related. I did, like I said, cut out the floor plan and the bathrooms and the upstairs landing, just the normal things that I tend to cut out of my videos anyway, since they always either take me super long to figure out. I know the floor plan for this house took me like, it probably took me like 45 minutes just to figure out the floor plan. This house is a really weird shape, and I'm saying that in the sense that it's definitely not a shape that I think I've ever built in before. There's a lot of weird little nooks and crannies and pop out bits and stuff, so it made doing the floor plan and the roofing especially very, very hard. But I mean, I think I like the way it turned out anyway, so you guys will have to let me know what you think. But yeah, I just cut out those, normal things that I tend to cut out of my videos anyway, just to save a little bit of time, since I don't want you guys to have to sit here for like 30 minutes to try and watch me figure out a floor plan. and then do all of the little things, since I do include pictures of everything anyway. So I include pictures of all of the bathrooms and of the floor plan screenshots, so you guys can see it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I think that's everything house related that I wanted to mention. I wanted to tell you guys that earlier this week, I believe it was on, I think Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. I think Wednesday. Wednesday I actually posted another Sims 2 video. So if you guys are new to the channel, I know a lot of you guys have joined the channel in the last like 4 months, which is actually the last time I posted a Sims 2 video was like 4 months ago. But if you guys are new to the channel and you didn't know, I do Sims 2 videos as well, mainly Sims 2 speed builds. So I do post some Sims 2 speed builds every now and then. It's one of my favorite games of the Sims franchise. It probably is my favorite game. I'm just going to say that. I love it so much. I probably love it a lot more than The Sims 4, if I'm honest. I mean, I love build mode in The Sims 4. From all of the Sims games, build mode in The Sims 4 is probably my favorite. But there's just something about The Sims 2. It's just a whole different game, I guess. So yeah, I do still post Sims 2 videos as well, and I'm getting back into posting some more Sims 2 videos. I have another one all planned out. I already have it recorded and everything. I just need to do the voiceover for it for next week. So you guys can expect to see some more Sims 2 videos on the channel too. And it's not like they're replacing my Sims 4 videos. I will obviously be making a ton of Sims 4 stuff, and the last 4 months have been really busy Sims 4 like related wise. We've had the release of Island Living, we've had Realm of Magic, and I believe we've had the Moschino stuff pack as well, since yeah, between now and the last time I posted a Sims 2 video. So yeah, we've had like 3 pack releases, and they always take over my channel a little bit. When we have new pack releases, we always have a ton of like early access stuff going on. So yeah, we're finally getting back to Sims 2 videos, so I hope you guys are excited for that. I will leave a link on the screen and down below if you guys want to check any of those out. I will leave a link to the playlist for all of my Sims 2 stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed how this house turned out. If you did, give it a like, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing if you want to see more Sims 2 and Sims 4 related content, and remember to turn on the notification bell as well to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. If you guys want to download this build, it is already up on the gallery. I will leave all of the like hashtags and things that you can search to find it down below, as well as a link to the online gallery website if it's easier for you to download it that way. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having an absolutely amazing day, and I will talk to you all in my very next video. Bye guys!